Sunday morning, everybody.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, people.
Are you done talking now?
Okay, hold on.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, here's where I'm going with this. You're a very bad director. That's us losing views right now because of what you just said. Oh no, we're back to you being mad.
It might open up your eye, your third eye.
Oh, it's going to open up all your eyes.
Wake up, America!
Good Sunday morning, everybody. And as you can see, I am completely by myself. Now, you're probably wondering, why is he by himself? And I'll explain to you why I'm by myself. Because she said this is a complete waste of time. She doesn't believe in the channel. She doesn't believe in me. And she said that, why are you guys even watching? And she said, I'm not going to be a part of this monstrosity another second longer. And she said, fuck it. Now, that did not happen in any way, shape, or form. But what did happen, my wife got a little fucked up last night. And why she got fucked up last night is because we are on the last leg of our vacation. Been a great vacation. We've literally done nothing this whole fucking time. And it's been great. I've slept in somewhat because she's a psychopath and has been getting up at the crack of fucking dawn, which means I get up a little past the ass crack of fucking dawn. More on the lower back of dawn. That's when I've been getting up. But it's been great because we didn't sleep away the whole fucking day. And we just basically got to hang out with each other and watch, I don't know, bad TV on occasion. And we rented some movies. We ate some shit food. And it was pretty fucking phenomenal. Well, we get to, I don't know, yesterday, which in our town, there's a little celebration called Jubilee Days. Now, you can't get more fucking country than Jubilee Days in the great state of Wyoming. Anyway, it's a little get together the town does. They put on music. They put on, they have food trucks. They do all of these, I guess live reenactments of old Western time shootouts and shit. And I mean, your mind can just go from there. But basically, the family was all our kids and some of our relatives were just basically like, you guys should come out to this. You never come out to this, which they're right. They're right. We don't fucking go out to that. And we've lived in this town for about 10 years. And they're basically like, you guys should come out. You never fucking come out. It's an amazing, which was total fucking over exaggeration that it's amazing. But anyway, we decided, yeah, we'll go out. So we went out, 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Now, yesterday was the one day out of our whole vacation that we decided, you know what? We ain't getting out of bed. We're just going to stay sleeping. We're going to stay where it's nice and cool. And we're just going to hang out. But we got our asses up at 3, it was like 2 something. Then we got ourselves ready. And we went out to Jubilee Days. So we're basically walking around. And I decided that I wasn't going to drink. I was going to let everybody else have a good fucking time. And I wasn't going to drink. I was going to be the sober guy. So make sure everybody gets home. Make sure we get home. And that was it. I had no problem with it. Now, my wife, she had a few drinks. She had a little more than a few drinks. And she was having a good fucking time. And yeah, she ain't feeling too hot now. Now she's paying for it. And not just the fact that she's dealing with like the slightest of a fucking hangover. And she chose to wear the most inappropriate footwear you could possibly wear when you're going to be on your feet all fucking day long, which is, I like to call them the Jerusalem ones, which is basically a small, thin piece of fucking leather with some straps that hold it there. You might think, oh, you're talking about sandals. No, this is sandals have cushion, right? Sandals, for the most part, have that nice foam cushion that might help your feet out a little bit. These things are the original shoe. Anything below this, you're barefoot. Well, her feet literally look like she went through some kind of Chinese torture where they whacked the fucking living shit out of the bottom of your feet with bamboo sticks, because that fucking thin piece of leather which is hard as fuck and no different than the consistency of concrete. She was on that all day. All damn day. Her feet are pissed. They are beyond pissed. And now, on top of the fucking hangover that she's got going on, which well deserved on your part, now her feet look like they've been beaten to hell. Like they are swollen the fuck up. So right now she is just not really feeling it. So I took it upon myself that I am not going to let you guys down. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fucking do the show. I'm going to do the show by myself, which not that fucking easy. I can tell right off the bat. I kind of feel like I'm on that show alone. And if you don't know what that show Alone is about or have never heard of it, what the fuck are you doing? It's basically one of the best shows on TV. And it's where they take a group of, I think, 10 contestants and they basically give them some fucking camera equipment. They get to pick out their supplies and they just dump them literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. Nowhere. And it's usually, for some reason, it's always during wintertime. Because summertime, they're just like, anybody can, that's camping, right? Anybody can just go out in the summertime and they just go camping. Well, no, nobody does the camping in the wintertime. So they're just like, yeah, we'll wait till it gets, I don't know, right on the fucking verge of being sub-zero. So we're going to go ahead and dump these idiots. I mean, they are in it for a lot of money and they try to tell you like, I'm in it to find myself. No, you're not. It's $500,000. Hell, even I have no camping experience. I come from fucking Southern California where there's very little forest around. And I can tell you this right now, for $500,000, I'll give it a go. I'll go out there and fucking try. I'll shit in a bush. I'll wipe my ass with fucking pine needles. I don't care. $500,000, I'm going to give it a shot. So that's why you're really here. It's not here to find yourself. So these guys, back to my story, they basically are out there living in a fucking, I don't know, makeshift shelter, mud hut, whatever the fuck it is, in frigid ass fucking cold weather, usually starving because animals are like, oh, wintertime? See ya. I'm fucking out of here. So now they're out there trying to fish. They're eating berries, which usually fucks them up. And I don't know, dirt. I don't know what else they're fucking eating. But basically, yeah, this is what they do. They're in their little thing and they're talking to a fucking camera. I didn't think it was that fucking difficult, but it's kind of difficult. Like usually I have her here and we bounce off each other every once in a while. Usually I make her mad a lot and then she will come off with some witty shit at me and I usually just, I don't even know she said it. And that's what our banter is back and forth. That's our fucking show. And now because she's, I don't know, she's an alcoholic and chose poor footwear. Now, you just get me. But we're going to keep this fucking shit rolling. And I had some things, we talked about some stuff. I had some stuff that I brought up. She had some stuff that she found and she brought up and that we were going to bring to you guys. And now I'm just going to do it by myself. One of the things that she found, I'll start with her subject because she's not here. And I'll go ahead and I'll start with what she found. I don't know if you guys have seen online, but there's some there's some people at Disneyland just getting it. They are getting after it, beating the hell out of each other. Now, I saw this and my wife, she basically was just like, I can't believe that. Can you, I mean, look at that. That's just ridiculous. What the hell are these people doing? They are literally beating the hell out of each other. You got, it looks like to me, like you got like a husband and wife, maybe, I think, I don't know if, for sure if they had any like little kids with them or anything, but it's definitely a couple. Might not even be a husband and wife, but it's definitely a couple. So you got this couple here, and then there's another couple that they seem to be together, like they're there together. So you had two couples, and they get into it, like some kind of argument arises, and basically the boyfriend or husband of the, let's say, couple A looks at the wife or girlfriend of couple B and just socks her They get into a verbal altercation. Then it turns physical like that. He socks her, and then her man goes after him, and then next thing you know, the guy who just had his girlfriend or wife socked the fuck up, he takes it upon himself to beat the other guy's fucking girlfriend or wife. And it's just all out melee. Now, a lot of people look at this and be like, how the fuck could you be acting like this in a public setting? Well, I'll explain it to you. I'm from Southern California. My wife, being from California, she's gone to Disneyland herself. And I had to basically remind her. Now, when I went to Disneyland, I was a small fucking child. She went to Disneyland, she was a small fucking child. As a small child, you're just excited to be at fucking Disneyland. You're just like, holy, you're over the fucking moon. It's fucking Disneyland. As a parent, it's a different story because as a grown-ass adult, you are the one who's responsible for getting yourself and your kids ready. Hassle already. On your day off, even fucking worse. Now you're going with, let's say, some family friends or some people that you know, some kind of acquaintance. Let's all go to Disneyland. And more than likely, it was probably their girlfriends or wives that were like, let's go to Disneyland. What's more fun than that? And I can tell you right now, anything is more fun than that. A root canal is more fun than that. Open heart surgery, more fun than that. There's a lot of things out there that most people would hate to do that are more fun than going to Disneyland on a weekend, more than likely. Anytime is bad, but weekends are worse. So let's just say that it was on a weekend. Let's do worst case scenario. So they have to get themselves up. They would rather sleep in, do nothing all damn day. They get themselves up. They have to get their, I can't remember, please watch the video or look it up for yourself. I don't know if they have kids. I think they might, but even if they say let's just go for the sake of argument, they do. So now you have to get yourself up again. Your kids, get them all ready. Now you're piling into the car. Now you're like, shit, you're driving. Guess what? Dead stop fucking traffic. Now, it doesn't even matter if you live close to Disneyland, you're gonna hit some fucking traffic. So now there's, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours out of your fucking morning already where you're already upset and pissed off. Now, you get to the Magic Kingdom, the happiest place on earth. And guess what? Now you have to find fucking parking. There's never any parking up by the fucking entrance. Never fucking happens. For some reason, I think Disneyland just fills those areas with empty cars. I'm pretty sure that those are the same cars that were there when I went there as a kid. They make you think that you could get in there and park in those spots, but you can't. So you have to park all the way in the fucking back. Now you're gonna have to walk 10 minutes all the way just to the entrance. So you get to the fucking entrance, and now you have to wait in line for another 30 minutes just to get to the asshole who you have to pay to get into the gates of fucking Disneyland. Now you're already wasted, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and you haven't even got on shit, right? So you finally get into Disneyland, you're pissed, your day's already ruined, and you're just kind of like, let's just get this, just rip the Band-Aid off this motherfucker, and let's just get it over with. So now you're walking into Disneyland. Now everybody's hungry. By this point, everybody's hungry because now it went from morning to mid fucking day. So now everybody wants something to eat. Well, now you're gonna shell out not only what you just shelled out at the gate, which is expensive as fuck nowadays, now you have to shell out another $30 or whatever it is to get a burger or whatever, a piece of bread. And then now you have to fucking sit down and eat with the family who's probably crying and pissed off. The kids wanna go fucking ride the teacup. So finally you guys get up and you go to the fucking rides. Now, in Disneyland, like I said, if you've never fucking been, when you get to the rides, there is a line, a huge fucking line. And you get into the fucking huge line and you think, well, how long could this possibly be? Disneyland likes to throw it in your fucking face, and they literally have a sign saying, you have 2.5 hours from this point to get onto this 30-second fucking ride. Your whole day's done. Like, you go to Disneyland, you may ride a couple fucking rides. unless you go to like the old attractions, like, I don't know, it's a Small World or whatever the fuck it's called. You can ride that shit all day. Nobody's getting on that crap. But basically, yeah, your whole day's ruined for 2 fucking rides and expensive ass shit food. So now you're just like, you're at an all-time high of anger. And I believe that's what went down. These guys, and I'm not condoning domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, I'm looking at where they are and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, kind of understand a little bit. So basically, these guys are they're done. They've hit their limit. They are done. And they fucking are walking with their families side by side, and somebody must have said something to just broke them. It broke one of the guys. The other guy was probably getting close, but it definitely broke the one guy first. He finally snapped and couldn't take it anymore, and all out hell broke loose. Like I said, I'm not condoning domestic violence, but if you go to Disneyland, I'm surprised this shit doesn't happen every fucking day. That's all I'm saying. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. And the only thing that's more worse than fucking going to Disneyland is probably working at Disneyland. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that are like on the verge of putting a bullet in their mouth because they can't stand that place one more damn second. And like I said, I kind of understand what went down. I don't condone it. I mean, it's not cool, but trust me, if you haven't gone to Disneyland, I suggest you uproot your family. If you don't live in Southern California, I suggest you uproot your family and you take their asses to fucking Disneyland and tell me by the end of the fucking day if you're not ready to, I don't know, swing on some people for no fucking reason at all. Now, there's that. That was what she would have brought up. And then this is usually the part of the fucking video where I bring something up. And since I'm by myself, I'm going to bring it up. And basically, what I read in the fucking news, and there's some other people that have covered it, is there is a couple, and I'm assuming they're Asian, just, because I'll explain why I assume they're Asian, is this couple, they were wanting to get pregnant, went to a fertility clinic, and they basically had their fertilized eggs on hold. So maybe they wanted to get pregnant, but they didn't want to get pregnant right away. They were having trouble. I don't know how any of that shit works. But either way, they went into the clinic, got their fertilized eggs. They put the fertilized eggs in, and both of them took. They put 2 in there, both of them fucking took. Now, they wanted daughters. They did not want any boys or anything. They wanted daughters. So they took 2 fertilized eggs, and they were both female. That's what they said. Put them up in there, started cooking. They were happy. They both took. The wife or girlfriend, I don't know, she basically she held these twins full term. And she gave birth. And guess what? They were 2 boys. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's, hey, it's hard to tell whether the embryos are going to be female or if they're going to be male. Maybe it was just a mistake on their side. They still got their babies. They're still happy. They got what they wanted. They'll make do. They'll be fine. They'll, paint the fucking walls instead of pink, paint them blue. Not a big fucking deal. Except for the fact is that when the babies came out, they weren't Asian. Now, it doesn't say what race the babies were, but they were anything but Asian. So they're pissed. Rightfully so. They go back to the fertility clinic like, hey man, here's my receipt. Here's these 2 little fucking babies. Where the fuck are my embryos? Right? And the fertility clinic's like, yeah, we lost them. And they're like, what? They're like, well, we kind of, and we lost them a little bit. And they're like, you lost my fucking embryos. Or, my fertilized eggs. And they're like, Yeah, we looked everywhere, under tables and chairs. And I mean, Jim's still out there checking in the hallways, but we can't fucking find him. So, I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, now, this woman carried these babies that aren't hers, and she carried them full term. Now, they're not like, well, fine, fuck it. We'll just take these, we'll take these damn babies. We'll raise them as our own. No. Basically, those aren't their kids. So now they have to track down where those embryos came from, and basically, like Publishers Clearinghouse, I'm assuming, called up and was like, you want a prize? Here's 2 kids that you didn't have to give birth to, but there you go, because they're yours. So this other unsuspecting family basically just got 2 free babies. And the Asian couple, they're fucked. They don't know where their fucking eggs are. She had to go through all the nightmares of fucking pregnancy just to give these 2 babies up that aren't hers. And it's like, damn, that's a rough one. I couldn't even fucking imagine, one. Just one. But 2, and they're not yours. You said that they were yours. And basically it was everything that could have went wrong in this whole fucking scenario went wrong. I mean, she got implanted with embryos that weren't hers. She also went full term, throwing up, morning sickness, back pains, weight gain, fuck you name it. Swelling of the feet, fucking everything. Went through all of and then the nightmare of pregnancy, or delivery, I should say. Went through all of that shit, not once, but twice, to 2 kids that aren't even hers. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what the fuck? These aren't even my kids. I mean, I can't even make this shit up. And then the fertility clinic losing her embryos, and then basically having to take the kids. Now, this other family probably was like, I ain't ready for kids right now. I ain't ready for this shit. I'll save those motherfuckers for later. And then being like, sorry, here you go. I mean, what the fuck? You just ruined 2 families' fucking lives. It's just, for all we know, the other couple might not even be together anymore. So what do? You're gonna give 1 kid to the guy and 1 kid to the woman and be like, there you go. I guess you can split them up. I don't know, make it work. I mean, what the fuck? It's just crazy. It's a crazy fucking story. And I mean, you pay a lot of money, I understand, for, this kind of procedure and shit, just to be let down. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. If I went in there and they said, hey, we found your eggs, I'd be like, you sure? I mean, how the fuck would you even know until you went another full fucking term, hopefully they both take, fingers crossed, and you went another fucking full term and popped out some more kids, and then hopefully they're yours. It's just fucking crazy. I saw it and I was like, man, that is fucking wild. That is fucking wild. But that's what we were going to discuss today with you guys. I guess I'll keep it short and sweet. And I hope you guys enjoyed this solo trip that we've had together. I hope it was enjoyable. I never done this before. I mean, my wife does it all the time. She has her makeup channel. She goes in there, she talks to the camera, and she makes it look flawless. It's not that fucking easy. And for all you other YouTube people out there, it's kind of difficult. And I hope that I did all right. If you guys like our channel or you like our content, please like, subscribe. I guess that's what they say. I don't fucking know. But anyway, talk to you guys next week. Hopefully my co-host will be back, and we'll see you then. Bye.